rejected my fated mate in front of 300 witnesses, told the Alpha King I'd rather have my PhD than his crown. 5 years later, my funding's gone, my dreams are dead, and I'm standing at his billion-dollar empire begging for a job. He doesn't say I told you so. He just smiles, offers me exactly what I need on his terms, in his apartment, with daily meetings that feel less like work and more like punishment. Except the bond I tried to kill, it's screaming. And he knows it. He's been waiting 5 years to hear me say I was wrong, but he's not going to make me say it with words. I'll never forget the moment the bond snapped. The summit of alphas, mandatory attendance for unmated wolves over 21. I went because I had to, not because I wanted to find a mate. I had plans, Oxford, PhD in astrophysics, a life that didn't include bowing to some alpha just because fate said so. And then he walked in. Dante Morty. Even the name sounds like a warning. 26 years old, the youngest Alpha King in 3 centuries. The room went silent when he entered. Every wolf, every single one, dropped their gaze. Except me. I looked up, and our eyes met. The bond hit like lightning. Gold light, actual visible gold magic, snapped between us across the crowded hall. My wolf, HOWLD. Mate, mate, mate. And I thought, no. Absolutely not. Not now. Not when I'm 3 months from starting my dream program. Not with HIM. Because Dante, Morty wasn't just powerful. He was terrifying. They called him the Ice King, ruthless, merciless. He'd unified the fractured northern packs, by age 24, through sheer force of will and strategic brutality. And he was walking toward me. Through 300 witnesses. Straight to me. Everyone watched. The entire summit hall, silent, waiting. He stopped in front of me. Up close, he was devastating. Dark eyes that saw everything, sharp features that could cut glass. Expensive tailored suit that screamed old money and new power. And he looked at me like I was the only person in the room. "Kiera Wolf," he said. His voice was low, controlled, the kind of voice that made alphas obey. "You feel it." It wasn't a question. "I do," I admitted. The bond was undeniable, gold threads of magic still connecting us. "Then accept it," he said. "Accept me, be my queen." Still controlled, still calm. But his eyes were burning. Like he'd been waiting his whole life for this moment. And I was about to destroy him. "No," I said. The room gasped. Actually gasped. 300 wolves inhaling sharply in unison. "No," his expression didn't change, but something flickered in his eyes. "I have plans," I said. My voice shook, but I held his gaze. "A life. Dreams that don't include being someone's destined queen because fate said so. I'm sorry, but I reject this bond." For 3 seconds, he just stared. Then something in his eyes died. Just went cold and empty. "You're sure?" he said quietly. "I'm sure." He nodded once, turned, and walked away. And I stood there feeling the bond scream in my chest as my wolf howled in betrayal. But I didn't call him back. He stopped at the door. Didn't turn around. Just said, loud enough for me to hear, "When you realize you were wrong, Kiera, don't expect me to make it easy." Then he left. And I left the summit the next morning. Went to Oxford. Started my PhD. And tried to convince myself I'd made the right choice. I didn't make the right choice, but it took 5 years of hell to figure that out. 5 years later. I'm 28, PhD almost finished. Living in a cramped Oxford apartment that smells like mildew and instant ramen. My scholarship got cut last week, budget crisis. I have 2 months to finish my dissertation or drop out after 5 years of work. And I'm completely, utterly broke. The bond is still there. Weaker, muted by distance and time and rejection. But there, a constant ache in my chest that gets worse at night. especially when I dream about him. And I dream about him a lot. Not sweet dreams. Nightmares of his face when I said no. The way his eyes went dead. And fantasies, God, the fantasies, of what could have been if I'd said yes. But worse than the dreams, the reality. Because Dante Morty is everywhere. He didn't just stay Alpha King. He expanded, unified the Eastern territories, negotiated peace with the European councils, built a tech empire, Morty Industries, now valued at $8 billion. Forbes, the Wolf King of Silicon Valley. Time magazine, most influential alpha under 30. And he's on every magazine cover with a different gorgeous woman. Alpha females, models, CEOs. None of them his mate. All of them everything I'm not. And me. I haven't shifted in 3 years because my wolf is depressed. I haven't dated because everyone feels wrong. And I'm surviving on coffee and denial. Pretending I don't regret it. Pretending the bond doesn't hurt. Pretending I made the right choice. Then the email comes. From my advisor. Subject, program restructuring urgent. I open it with shaking hands. Dear Ms. Wolf, due to unforeseen budget constraints, the astrophysics department is being dissolved. Your dissertation defense has been canceled. All current dissertations are void. We recommend you seek alternative programs. We apologize for the inconvenience. 5 years. Gone. Just like that. I can't breathe. Can't think. 5 years of 80-hour weeks. Of choosing research over sleep. Of rejecting every social invitation. Of choosing this over HIM. And it's all gone. I spent 3 days in a haze. Applying for emergency grants, denied. Student loans, denied. Calling my family. They stopped taking my calls when I rejected an Alpha King. I'm out of options. And then I see it. A job posting. Research consultant, Morty Industries, astrophysics background, required £150,000 for 3-month contract. My exact field. The exact amount I need to finish my PhD at a new university. Posted 2 days ago. At his company. And I know this isn't a coincidence. Dante Morty doesn't do coincidences. He knows I need money. And he's dangling the one thing I can't refuse. The question is, what does he want in return? I'm about to find out, and I'm not ready for the answer. The train to London takes 2 hours. I spend them spiraling. What if he's moved on? What if he hasn't? What if he hates me? What if he still wants me? Which is worse? Morty Industries headquarters is a 62-floor glass tower in Canary Wharf. Sleek, modern, powerful. Just like him. The receptionist takes one look at me and knows exactly who I am. Ms. Wolf, Mr. Morty is expecting you, top floor. Of course he is. The elevator ride is torture. Each floor makes the bond pull harder. By floor 40, my wolf is packing. By floor 60, I can barely breathe. The doors open. And I see him. 5 years ago, Dante Morty was handsome. Now he's devastating. He's standing at floor-to-ceiling windows, overlooking London. Hands in pockets, tailored suit that probably costs more than my rent. He's taller than I remember, broader. And when he turns, those eyes. Still dark, still burning. But colder now. So much colder. Kiera, my name in his voice after 5 years hits like a punch. Dante, I try to sound professional, fail completely. The bond FLARES. Gold light, visible again after being suppressed so long. He sees it, I see it. We both ignore it. You applied for the research position, he says. I did. You need money. Direct, blunt. Yes. Your scholarship was cut. He knows, of course he knows. Yes. He studies me, takes his time. I'm very aware I look like hell, too thin, exhausted, wearing a 5-year-old suit, while he looks like a god. You rejected me, he says calmly. 5 years ago, you said you had dreams that didn't include being a queen. I remember. How did those dreams work out? It's a knife, precise, brutal. I'm finishing my PhD, I say. I'm 3 months from. Except you can't pay for it. Temporary setback. Is it? He steps closer. Or is it a pattern? You run from things that demand something of you. That's not fair. Isn't it? You ran from me from the bond. 5 years in Oxford, and what do you have? No pack, no family, no one. You've been keeping tabs on me. I'm an alpha king. I keep tabs on everything that's mine. I'm not yours. The words hang there. He smiles. It doesn't reach his eyes. No, he agrees. You made that clear, but the bond doesn't care about your rejection, does it? I can't answer. Because he's right. The bond is screaming. Mate, mate, mate. He walks to his desk, pulls out a contract, slides it across. 3-month contract, research consultant, £150,000, paid in full upon completion. I pick it up. Read. And my stomach drops. You want me to live here, in London. In my building, accommodation provided. Why? Because the research requires daily collaboration, and because I want you close. Dante, you rejected the bond, Kiera, not me. I never accepted your rejection. That's not how. It's exactly how it works. You can't sever a fated bond alone. It takes both. I never agreed, which means we're still bound. You've just been running. I wasn't running. You were terrified of me, of losing yourself, and I let you go. He steps closer. Gave you 5 years to figure out what you wanted. And now you're here, asking me for help, and I'm offering it on my terms. 3 months, he says. You work for me, live in my building, help with research. And in exchange, I pay your fees. You finish your PhD. That's it. That's it. It sounds too simple. What do you get out of this? He smiles again. Still cold, still devastating. Time. Time for what? For you to realize you were wrong. And there it is. The real terms. He doesn't want an employee. He wants me to regret rejecting him. To see what I gave up. To come back begging. I should walk away. But I can't. Because I have no other options. Fine, I say. 3 months, then I'm gone. We'll see. He extends his hand. Professional. I take it. The bond, EXPLODES. 5 years of suppressed connection, roaring to life. Gold light, heat, everything. My wolf howls in relief. His eyes flash gold. And for 1 second, I see the man I rejected. Then his control slams back. He releases my hand. Welcome to Morty Industries, Dr. Wolf. Doctor, not Kiera. Cold, professional. And I realize, I just walked into a trap. And he's been waiting 5 years to spring it. 3 months in his building, his terms, his territory, the bond screaming, and him watching every second, waiting for me to break. This is going to be hell. The apartment is on the 50th floor. Penthouse level. 1 bedroom, marble, floor-to-ceiling windows. More space than my entire Oxford flat. And on the bed, a note. His handwriting. Everything you need is provided. Don't run, D. I pick it up with shaking hands. And I realize, I'm in his world now. His building, his city, his rules. For 3 months. And the bond. The bond is too loud. He's close, somewhere in this building. And my wolf won't shut up. The lab is incredible. State-of-the-art equipment, resources I've never had access to. And Dante is there. every day. Not hovering, just present. Working, making calls, running his empire. But always aware of me. We're professionals. Good morning, Dr. Wolf. Mr. Motti. Never Kiera, never Dante. Like we're strangers. Like we're not fated mates, fighting a bond that wants us pressed together. But the tension. God, the tension. Week 1, coffee incident. We both reach for the pot. Hands touch, bond flares, we freeze. Sorry, I say, don't be. His voice is rough. He pours my coffee, hands it to me, fingers brush deliberately. You look tired, he says. I'm fine. Not eating enough. Fine. Kiera, my name, after 2 weeks of Dr. Wolf. It breaks something. Don't, I whisper. Don't care, this is business. That's what you said. I lied. And he walks away. Week 3, late night. We're both working. I fall asleep at my desk, wake up with his suit jacket over my shoulders. He's across the room. Still working, pretending he didn't cover me, pretending he doesn't care, but he does, and I feel it. Week 5, board meeting, and Alpha challenges my research. Dante destroys him, verbally eviscerates him in 30 seconds. Doctor, Wolf's work is beyond your comprehension. Don't question it again. Cold, brutal, protective, after I catch him watching me. You didn't have to do that, I say. Yes, I did. Why? Because you're mine, and I protect what's mine. Week 7, lab, late. Alone, I drop a beaker. We both bend to clean it. Too close, faces inches apart. Tell me you don't feel it, he says. It doesn't matter. It's the only thing that matters. I rejected. You were scared, you still are. Not, you're terrified of this, of us, of the bond. I have a life. Do you? He stands, pulls me up. What life? No pack, no family, working yourself to death for a degree you can't afford. I have. Nothing, you have nothing. It hurts because it's true. And that's when everything changes. My phone rings, Oxford New University, new advisor. MS. Wolf, I'm sorry, the program is being discontinued. Budget cuts, your dissertation defense is canceled. Again, 5 years, all the work, gone, I can't breathe. Dante catches me, literally. What happened? I tell him everything, and I break. 5 years of holding it together, shattered. He holds me. Doesn't say, I told you so. Doesn't gloat. Just holds me while I cry into his expensive shirt. What do? I ask. What do you want? I don't know anymore. Then figure it out. I wasted 5 years. You learned what you don't want. Now figure out what you do want. And something in me cracks. I'm sorry, I whisper. For what? For rejecting you, for running, for everything. He's quiet. Then, I'm not sorry you rejected me. That hurts. What? Because it gave me 5 years to become someone worth choosing. And it gave you 5 years to figure out that running doesn't solve anything. I was wrong. I know. You're supposed to say, it's okay. It's not okay. You hurt me, but I understand why. Do you still want me? I ask. Kiera, I've wanted you every single day for 5 years. I want you too. Then stop running. And this time when he leans in, I don't pull away. The kiss is everything. 5 years of suppressed bond, denied want, refused destiny. It all crashes through, the bond, light everywhere. And I finally understand I never stopped being his. I just stopped admitting it. I wake up in his arms in his bed, and for the first time in 5 years, I sleep well. The bond is complete, warm, right, my wolf is purring. I don't know how to do this, I say. Do what? Be someone's mate. You don't have to be perfect, just be here. I'm scared. Good, I'd be worried if you weren't. And I believe him. 1 year later. I'm in my lab. Our lab. Research that combines astrophysics with pack magic. Revolutionary. Dante walks in. Late night. Almost done. He wraps his arms around me. You said that 3 hours ago. This time I mean it. He laughs. Come to bed. 5 more minutes. Kiera. I turn in his arms. I love you. I know. Cocky. Confident. I kiss him. Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for coming home. We're standing at the same windows where I first saw him again. 5 years ago, I rejected him, walked away from fate, and I don't regret it. Because those 5 years taught me running from fear doesn't make you free, facing it does, and choosing love isn't weakness. It's the bravest thing you can do. I rejected the bond. He built an empire. And when I came back desperate and broken, he didn't say, "I told you so." He just said, "Welcome home." And you know what? He was right. I was wrong. But being wrong led me here, to him, to us, to home. Thank you for staying to the end. If you loved this story of mistaken identity, twin deception, and a rejection that changed everything, subscribe to her Fated Tailies. More epic stories await. Until next time.